So if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. And basically, I'm going to go over a single trade that I did this past week. I didn't really talk about it, but it is a Google trade. And basically, how did I make $1,002 trading a couple of, Google call options? So basically 5-7. Let's see. And this trade on particular, I didn't really look at it on the 30-minute time chart. I looked at it on the daily chart. So let's see, Google. Let's see. So at 1321, I bought 6 call options on Google. So 1321. So, well, it doesn't really count, but basically, let's look at the date. So May 7th, right? Google, I bought 6 Google call options, right? So May 7th, which is this day right here. So basically what happened that day is that Google, not Google, but Apple, an Apple executive announced that they were planning to, I guess, replace Google's search engine with a AI engine. And so basically this made Google fall tremendously throughout that day. And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, let's see if it can approach somewhere around this level of support through the 149 through 150 range, right? Once I saw the opportunity come, I bought Google call options as soon as I saw the I think I saw 150.54 if I remember. And so once I saw that happen, I bought Google call options as soon as I saw the 150 number because I was comfortable buying within the 149 or 150 range. And so the next day, right, at 1320 or May 8th, I sold out the position, which is let's see, May 8th, I sold out the position as soon as I saw that, okay, once my position is now up either 5 or 10%, I'll sell out the position. As you can see, right, once I saw that, okay, my position has surpassed the 5% target, I'm going to try to aim for, getting somewhat close to the 10% target. And so once I saw that my position was, almost close to being close to that 10% target, I sold out the position and I basically made a gain of $1,002 trading a couple of Google call options. And basically this was done with 11 grand. I know 11 grand isn't something that almost everyone can obtain, right? But I feel like I wanted to show you guys that if you don't have to learn moving averages, you can always use support or resistance. That is if you use the daily chart. For me, most of the times when I try to either trade, day trade or swing trade, or try to buy leap call options, basically I try to analyze the daily chart of that particular stock. And just like I showed you guys, right, basically I reacted to the news. I was like, okay, there's negative news about Google possibly getting replaced as Apple's favorite search engine. They want to get replaced by an AI engine. So let's see if can Google approach the 149 or 150 range. That happened throughout the day. Once I saw Google, what was it, through like I said, 150.65 or 150.55, I bought 6 Google call options. I waited to see if we could see a bounce in that support level. There was a slight bounce, and when the next day came, right, basically Google reached a high of 155, but I'm pretty sure I didn't sell near 155. But once I saw that my position right here where it says 8.87% changed, right? So once I saw that it surpassed my percentage target of 5%, I was like, okay, I'm feeling confident. I feel like Google could reach my Google position could reach somewhat close to 10%. And once I saw that the position was getting close to 10%, I was like, okay, let's sell out the position. It's close enough. It's 8.87%. and it's close to 10%. I'm selling out the position, I'm moving on to the next trade. And basically that's what I did. I feel like what people need, not, people, but I guess, what most traders need to do is like when they see that they're up tremendously, or if they're even up only of $500, just take the win. Just take the win, move on to the next trade, and just secure the bag. You don't have to risk having a 50% win today. Try to aim for smaller gains. Try to look for other opportunities that are out there in the market. For example, I made a list where you guys could look over, right? I made a made list, right? Particular stocks that I'll be particularly trading myself. I've traded a couple of these. I haven't really talked about them, but for example, TTD, Tesla, CVE, ON, NVO, TSM, Reddit, Apple, Amazon, XYZ, Snap, Broadcom, HPE, Carnival, Cruise Line, PayPal, Owl, Delta Airlines, BDX, STLA, MRNA, Target, Nvidia, Google, Nike, UPS, United Healthcare, CRM, Merck & Co., United Airlines, DEC, and TEVA. So basically there's some stocks that you could personally look over, and then you could analyze like, oh, well, maybe I could buy a couple of leap call options. I do feel like this particular stock could be oversold. For me, example, right? Right now, like I showed you guys, I bought, leap call options on Google because I was like, maybe Google could see more negative news relating to that news that Google wants to replace. Apple wants to replace Google with an AI search engine. And so I was like, okay, I'll just buy, a couple of, Google call options here. And if it decides to fall any further, I'll just look out for the next support level that Google could approach. Basically, I told you this list that you guys can look over. If there's any questions, let me know. I'll try to help you guys out. That's pretty much it. As always, this is not financial advice. As always, take care. Bye.